Peace to all. I'm back again for another episode on what's in the books of God as opposed to what's outside, which is written by idiots and morons who think they know something. So, generally, when I say in the books of God, it means the Torah, the Bible, called the Injil in the Quran, and the Quran itself. And both the Torah and the Bible have either been mutilated, edited, changed, or hidden in the case of the Torah. But the Torah as it exists today is sufficient to follow. If you want to really turn to God, it will guide you to Him. The Bible destroys the initial faith by initiating with the Trinity, and that's just an absolute fallacy. And the Quran people, the people who hold the Quran, call themselves Muslims and are not, start with God and Muhammad, and they call themselves Muslims because of that. And that's just a lie. That makes them mushriks, not Muslims in any way, shape, or form. A Muslim is one who submits to one creator, any name, any good name, the Almighty, the one who created all the heavens and the earths and what is between them. So, today I want to talk about the two promises God made to the sons of Israel. And just to restate the lineage of the sons of Israel, we can start from Adam. From Adam all the way to Noah, all generations were destroyed except the progeny of Noah when the flood came, which people think is a dream fantasy land that the earth was flooded. It's impossible. Yeah, it's possible because the earth is flat and there's a dome above us and water is above the dome, and God opened the doors of the heaven and flooded all the springs and made the water rise so that everything was underwater. It's that simple, and everybody was destroyed except the progeny of Noah. From that progeny came Abraham, obviously, because everybody on the earth is from the progeny of Noah today. And from Abraham came Jacob, who is Israel, the grandson of Abraham. Jacob, also known as Israel. And from his 12 sons are the sons of Israel. And the chosen one is Joseph. The story is pretty clear in the Torah and the Bible and the Quran. So from those 12 sons are all the sons of Israel, and from them came Moses and Aaron, and then from that came David and Solomon, and from them came Zachariah, Mary, John the Baptist, known as John the Baptist, known as Yahya in the Quran, and Jesus, the Messiah Jesus. So they're all sons of Israel. Jesus is from the sons of Israel. So, we all came from, we all came. I think I'm from the sons of Israel as well, but I can't prove that today. But those sons of Israel were the top ones who came from Jacob through the 12 sons and the tribes and everything that has happened, which is disputed and discussed and made into fairy tales. And, the Jews say they are the sons of Israel, the Jews that are in Israel today. They most likely are from the sons of Israel, but they're not the only ones. The Christians are all sons of Israel. I mean, it wasn't like Jesus converted some other tribe in Israel today. Today is Israel where he came. I mean, it wasn't like he brought in foreigners to follow him. Yeah, he chose 12 disciples. Yeah, or they were chosen by God to follow him, the 12 disciples. And they are obviously representing the 12 different tribes of Israel from the 12 sons of Israel, including Joseph, the chosen one. So God made two promises to these sons of Israel in the book. And one of them has already occurred, and the second is coming these days, which most people talk about. The Christians also speak about this promise that the sons of Israel will come together. And the second coming of the Messiah and all that, but they don't understand what this promise really is. And the guys who hold this Quran have no idea whatsoever what this promise is. So let's look at it from the aspect of the Quran, what it's saying. So this is chapter 17. And we brought Moses the book, and we made it guidance to sons of Israel. Surely don't you take from other than me a disposer. Take God the disposer. Progeny of those we carried with Noah. Surely he is a servant thankful. And we decided to sons of Israel in the book, to your surely warring in the earth twice, and to show your sure highness, highness great. Now, the first time the sons of Israel were high was after Jacob and Joseph. Joseph became king of Egypt, and then they rose in power from there, high in the earth. I mean, they were like the highest people in the earth, and obviously they warred after that. And then Pharaoh came and vanquished them and then enslaved them till Moses came back. So when came promise, first of them, we brought out over you servants to us with war severe. But they entered between the homes, and was a promise fulfilled. So this is when the Pharaohs vanquished the sons of Israel from after Joseph. Whenever this happened, they were warring, they were high, obviously, and they were vanquished by Pharaoh. Then we turned to you the turn over them, and we added you with wealth and sons, and we made you much number. So this is the turn is when Moses came. Moses came, saved those sons of Israel, took them back to the Holy Land. If you good to your souls, and if you evil, but to her. But when comes promise the other, to their maligning your faces, and to their entering the mosque like what they entered it first time, and to their destroying what high destruction. So mosque, understand the word mosque is just a generic word for place of worshiping God, serving God, praying to God, remembering God, whatever you want to call it. That's what a mosque is. A synagogue is a mosque, a church is a mosque is a synagogue, a church is a synagogue is a mosque. It doesn't matter. It's where you go to remember God, to call God, to pray to God, to do whatever you want connecting with God. You don't have to be in there to do it, by the way. And people say, oh, you got to go to the church on Sunday, you got to go to the mosque on Friday, you got to go to synagogue on Saturday to remember God. I can remember God pretty well in my home. So, thanks for that. And I ain't going to any of these mosques, churches, synagogues filled with rejectors and partnering people who have no clue about the will of God and the word of God. Maybe your Lord that he mercies you. And if you turn back, we will return. And we make hell to the rejectors difficult. So now, this is what they've said, that we turned over you a turn, which is Moses came. And then, if you're good to your souls and if you're evil to her, that when the other promise comes, this is what's going to happen. The mosque will, which mosque? I don't know. I mean, it could be the mosque in Jerusalem. I mean, there will be a devastation coming over the sons of Israel in the near future, because the promises are all coming true today. I mean, they're all coming together. The Christians and Jews both talk about the second coming of Jesus, but they don't understand this is second coming of promise, the second promise that is coming, that is more important than the second coming of, well, not more important, but more pertinent today, because Jesus may come after that, as did Moses after you guys were destroyed the first time with the pharaohs taking over the sons of Israel and enslaving them till God had mercy on them and sent Moses. And here's the ultimate confirmation of this in the same chapter, chapter 17. And already we brought Moses 9 signs clear. But our sons of Israel, behold, came to them, but said to him, Pharaoh, surely to my surely thinking you, O Moses, to be mystified. So, I mean, obviously every messenger like me or anyone else is accused of being, deluded, crazy, self-glorifying, self-appointed messenger, all this other garbage that you tell all the messengers before me, and you will those after me, and the prophets. He said, already you know, not sends down these except Lord of the heavens and the earth's sights. And surely to my surely thinking you, O Pharaoh, to be destroyed. The same thing we tell all of you. You stand against God and his messengers and his word. In the end, you will be destroyed. No matter whether you're able to kill the messenger or not. Just like they think they killed Jesus. The Jews think they killed the Messiah Jesus. They keep thinking he was not killed. He was not crucified. He's going to return. but intended that he take them away from the earth. So we drowned him and those with him altogether. That's what happened to Pharaoh. It's pretty clear in all three books, I mean, we know what happened. And we said from after him to sons of Israel, establish the earth, but when comes promise the other, we will come with you together. And with the truth we send it down, and with the truth comes down. And not we sent you except informer and warner. This is to me. The message is to me. Not have we sent you except informer and warner. That's what I am. I'm informing and I'm warning. You believe, I inform. You reject, I warn. It's as simple as that. So this is what happened. So now they've come together. They're all coming together to Israel. They've been calling all the Israelites to come back to the Holy Land for the last 60 years. They're gathering there. The whole world is under war for the last 100 odd years. And who is the highest on the earth? The sons of Israel, the Christians and the so-called Jews. They're all sons of Israel. They're the high ones on the earth, and they're warring in the earth. It's been 100 years of wars that we haven't seen for a long time. But the real war that is about to come will put these little wars to shame. So these are the two promises that were made, and the second one is coming. The second one is close. I mean, it's as close as it's like from the signs of the Quran and also the Bible and the Torah. It's as close as it's ever been, obviously, because every time you go a year ahead, it's going to be closer. But with the signs are clear. The signs are telling us that it's happening. Now, whether Jesus comes before the destruction of the sons of Israel or after, I can't tell you that. I'm not God. I don't make those decisions, and I don't know clearly. He may come before, he may come after. He may come after this destruction of the sons of Israel, and then the smoke that will encompass all of us, which may happen around the same time, which I've talked about, in chapter 44. I'll just restate that. But comes closer day, she will bring the heaven with smoke clear. It will cover the mankind, this a punishment grievous. Then everybody will shout, our Lord, cleanse over us the punishment. Surely we believe. It's only then when you are massacred that you want to believe. Yeah, it's only when you know there's no escape, that's when you submit and okay, we accept defeat. Surely to them the reminders, and has come to them a messenger clear. Then they turn over him and they say, taught mad. That's what you say to all messengers. Surely we will cleanse the punishment a little. Surely you will transgress. A day we grasp the grasping, the great. Surely we will avenge. So this and the 17th chapter, you can actually relate it that this is what's going to happen, because they said that if you turn back, we will return. That's what's going to happen after the punishment. The idiots, mankind will go back to their old ways. They will never learn. I mean, they've never learned before. They're not going to learn anymore. I mean, that's the way of mankind has always been. So, this is extremely important right now to understand, because those who hold this Quran never speak of this. I mean, they have no clue what's in the Quran. I mean, they speak 5 verses that they've been spoon-fed all their lives, and they chant them day in and day out, just like the Christians, just like the Jews, just like everybody else. You want 6 lines and then give me gold, silver, give me women, children, give me mansions, give me career, give me more wealth. That's what you guys do. I mean, and that's going to bring your end pretty soon. There's nothing of that will save you when this comes. The only thing that will save you is your submission to God, acceptance. Our acceptance that we're flawed humans, we're flawed creation of God, and there is nothing we can do to change that except turn to Him and ask Him to correct us, to save us from our own souls. The biggest battle is going inside ourselves, inside our hearts, our souls, and our minds. That's where the battle is. The material battle is of no consequence. You take my hand, you take my wealth, you take my car, you take my house, you take my land, you take my animals, you take my planes. It ain't going to change anything. It's what's in your soul and your heart and your mind, where that is at in reality, which most of you are absolutely oblivious and ignorant of, because you don't touch it. Leave us alone. We don't want to be asked. We don't want to be told these truths that you tell us, which are all lies, because you're such a falsifier. That's what people say. That's a perfect defense that man has. I don't want to hear this. We've heard you enough of your garbage. But you will hear all the garbage that you love to hear. And what you love to hear is you being told you're phenomenal beings. Well, get over it and wake up. The reality is coming, and it will be unbelievable. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say today. Till next time, peace.